are so glad to be back and looking forward to connecting with you again. The Fox Clan just returned from a wonderful vacation to Iceland and Ireland. For almost 40 years, I've been the primary planner for every vacation Mike and I have taken until this year. My wonderful daughter and daughter-in-law are both detail-oriented women who have taken on that same role in their own families. So we started holding regular family meetings online to plan. And pretty soon I realized that my kids knew more than I did about quite a few items. There were a few things that were especially important to Mike and I, and the kids accommodated us on those. But for the most part, we simply stamped our approval on their plans. They did a fantastic job, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime vacation that was incredible in every way. Because of their input, Mike and I visited more places, and we tasted many more foods than we ever would have done if we'd planned the trip by ourselves. I am really so glad that I entrusted them with so many of our plans.
As a creative and a former music minister, I have tended to be the person who determined how things would work on Sunday mornings at church. Earlier in my life, I may have been a little more critical when people didn't do things the way I would have. Who would sing the solo? Should there be more voice or more instruments in the monitor speakers? Now, I serve under a wonderful servant leader, and I'm part of a large team with a wide variety of skills. But if each person on our worship team insisted on the whole team doing what they believe to be best in every aspect, our Sunday morning worship would be a raucous mess of noise instead of a worshipful experience. There's a new and wonderful freedom in allowing others to use their gifts and not insisting that everything be done exactly to my specifications. Sure, things may slip a little in one area, but I've loved watching God make up the difference by providing so much more quality in another. Like maybe the production suffers a little bit, but humility and respect characterize the team instead of the stereotypical prideful attitudes that often accompany musical talent. This attitude is sensed by the congregation, and our team is able to more effectively lead the church into an authentic time of worship. I challenge you. Ask God if there are any areas where you are stubbornly trying to retain control when God is bringing up a new generation of servants and leaders.
So, as we prepared for this trip, we studied destinations and weather to make sure we were prepared physically and took the right clothes. But more importantly, we allowed our relationships with each other to grow and change. I think all of us learned to trust each other in new ways.
Wish you could have gone with us, but stay tuned as we start sharing pictures and stories in the upcoming days. Thanks for trekking with the Foxes.